Hello everybody, I'm Joshino, and today I've got some interesting information, or speculation at least, about the new champion Zhin. So if you didn't know, in the data files, which come along with every PTS or public test server, users can look into the data files and see what is being worked on next. XLAU released the latest data files, and the champion that used to be called Dark Lord is now called Zhin. Zhin is a female name, which threw a spanner in the works, but one of my users put a comment called Javad Baksh, who said, honestly, I wonder if she's based off Chinese pirate Madame Zheng. It would be cool, a nod, to think it's interesting apart from Mako there are no other champions with an oceanic background. Now this set me off, and this is going to be kind of a history lesson, or at least some legend. I'm not sure how much of it is true. But Zheng Shi, also known as Qing Shi, married to Zheng Yi, in the very first place has a quite similar name, just begin with Z, and obviously because it's a westernized company, it might just be that they don't really stay to conventions. Also, because it just released very recently in China, it might be that they're trying to play up to that market, and that Zheng Shi, or Qing Shi, as she's both known as, was the most famous pirate maybe of all time, but certainly in China. She commanded a fleet of between 40,000 and 80,000 people, and she ruled it with an iron fist, and eventually the Chinese Qing dynasty couldn't deal with her. The East Indian Trading Company, which was, I don't know whether at the time engaged with China and trade disputes and things like that, couldn't deal with her either, and the Portuguese Navy couldn't deal with her either. She pretty much ruled the Chinese seas and did what she wanted, kind of acting like the mafioso, with protection deals and things like that. So if ships wanted to trade in an area, they'd have to pay her a fee, otherwise get plundered. And she actually took over from her husband, and originally she was actually a prostitute, but she basically ran the Red Flag fleet, but took over all of the fleets that were under her husband's command, which were all colour-coded. Now what's interesting is partly her depiction. She's given a sabre, which we know that Dark Lord, or Zhin, who has been put forward, did have a spinning attack with a sword, most likely. Seemed to have some sort of stabbing attack with the ultimate where they stun the enemy and start slashing them, and the attacks were very close up. Now the devs have also talked about wanting a pistol and melee character, and it could be that the combo, because the main attack is a combo as well. I'll link the video with gameplay of the character without any animations or model in the description below, hopefully before I get back. But basically comboed their attacks, and the last attack did critical damage. I think it was the fourth attack. So the fourth attack could actually be a stab with a sword, with the rest being the pistol, or it could all just be the sword and somehow slashes or something. But the interesting things don't just stop there. So she ruled with an iron fist, and pretty much every crime that her crew committed, she gave beheadings. And one of the cards was called Guillotine, which sort of gives the idea that they're cutting off heads right there. All of the other cards give the same idea that they might be a quite ruthless leader, like Heartless, Malice, and also she was said to treat people who went against her or didn't agree with the trade deals by pinning their feet to the ground and then beating them up, which could actually be the ultimate attack. So she nails the people's feet to the ground and then starts wailing on them, just slashing or hitting them. I mean, that might be a bit too graphic for the game, but I mean, it could happen. Another thing worth mentioning is her movement ability is called Billow. Now, originally I was like, oh, they're turning into a smoke cloud or something, but it also means filling fabric with air and swell outwards, and is also used in nautical sense, so it could be like sails billowing, and maybe she could even use her pirate clothing to float or fly faster or fly forwards or something like that. And that's sort of where I got my idea for the fact that she might not actually be dark or evil at all. Well, I mean, as people go, she was a pirate and she was pretty ruthless, so probably pretty evil. Also worth mentioning is that in a lot of the text and a lot of the historic stuff that I read, she was referred to as a pirate lord. Now I said that, oh well, lord is a male gendered word or term, because she was such an outlier in the fact that she was a female pirate. I mean, the only other ones that were sort of well known in the day was people like Anne Bonny. A lot of the art for Qing Shi is her with a sword and with dragons around her, and her army being the Red Fleet, being represented with fire and fire dragon. A lot of the cards show this too, referring to dragons and fire, and I know that in my comment section was talking about her being a dragon warrior, which could be not too far off the mark. She was also depicted in a lot of video games, including Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and she was sort of a dragon dress wearing warrior with a sword, and that could be where she's going here. It could even be that she has some sort of fire attack, and maybe when she spins around and she spins a fire blade. They could go really over the top with the fancy elements here. Anyway, those were my thoughts on Zhin, the new champion coming up, which is likely to be announced next Friday when they do the next patch announcement. They said this one was going to be the back-to-back. They want to basically release a champion and have a break, then release 2 champions and have a break, and do the same again and keep repeating it until August, which they said in an interview recently. What does everybody else think? Be sure to tell me in the comment section below. I think maybe we might have cracked this one. I could really see this happening. It could also be cognitive dissonance, which means when you see patterns in the world. And thanks again to the YouTube commenter I mentioned in the start. This was actually really awesome, and even if it's not true, then the history was pretty cool to read through as well. And again, Qingxi is quite a big figure, a historical figure. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'm sorry for being a bit quiet now. I'm in Taiwan, I don't have much time to edit, but people are probably asleep, so I don't really want to wake them up. And again, sorry for the last video where it wasn't fully framed, which was really annoying. It basically zoomed in. It was 1080p and 60 FPS. Because I'm on a new laptop, it rendered it badly. Basically, I'm having to leave it on overnight at the moment to render because it's so slow, and it basically fucked up. So I'm really sorry, folks, but hopefully you'll understand. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. Joshino.